Okay, so we have covered how to make graphics, and now we're going to look at how to make videos or how to get the videos because you don't really need to make any of them. But what we're doing with these videos is our goal is to kind of space them out a little bit. They're going to gain a different type of traction on Facebook. If they're back to back, it's no big deal because it doesn't really matter what type of posts you put back to back on there. But because Instagram is the most finicky one, we want to try to not have two static images side by side. So that's a static image. This is a static image. This is a static image. It would have been ideal if there were at least one video between each of them. Now, if you put two videos side by side, that's absolutely fine. That's not a thing, issue. The goal is not to put two videos side by side that look similar. So these two videos look similar. They really shouldn't be side by side. The only thing that's different about them is the picture of the person. It would have been ideal if there was something between there, whether it's a different video, whether it's a static post or image. Any of those things would have been fine, other than having them side by side and back to back. But other than that, that's the long and short as far as how you want to schedule them to post. Now, the cool thing is there's 942 people that are making short videos. Since there's so many people making short videos for you, you can just pull from them and use those videos. So let's open up the folder for short videos in Canva. And so you have your videos here. The ones that have been used have a green check mark in front. So once you decide to use one, just put click on the pencil, click in the front and put your green check mark there, and then you can click off of it and it'll kind of save it. If you're inside the video, you really wouldn't be inside the video. Well, yeah, you wouldn't be inside the video because they're not in a folder, or they're in a folder, they're not in a project. So at any rate, the best way to rename it so you can get that check in there is just to hover over it and click the pencil, click in the front and put the check there. All right, once you have your check in there, you're done, then so be it. Try to use a different one. With the videos, what you don't want is to put two videos that look similar side by side. These two videos look very similar. Yes, her eyes are different, the glasses are a little bit different, but those are small nuances. So you wouldn't post these two videos side by side. If you wanted to post this one and then come do this one, even though this is with the same person, they have a different image on the front. If you were to post two pictures side by side or two videos side by side that look exactly the same, you may want to put a static or an image that you've created on top of it as the cover art. So it's a little bit more nuanced. You may not want to go through the hassle of doing that, at least not initially. Maybe that's something you look into in the future, but I would recommend posting the video that way. Another thing to keep in mind is if you're posting, or if someone is getting ready to be coming up, that there's an event that's going to be happening with them, it would be ideal to use a video or two that corresponds with that person. So, for example, Grace for Grit and Grace is getting ready to start doing some stuff. So, making some posts or some videos that he's in it would be ideal because that challenge is more focused on guys. So, in return, if you can find a video that somewhat matches with what it is you're wanting to discuss in the caption, then it'll be ideal to match them up and go from there. Yes, it's okay to reuse some of the videos that already have the green check mark with it. Your goal, however, is not, just like we were saying before, not to put them too close together. So if you have healing starts with closure up here, then if you were to reuse that, a good rule of thumb is to have a 3 month span between it, maybe 2 or 3 months span between them. So you'll be capturing a different audience, or you're showing up differently, and it'll be less likely to be recognizable. The actual rule of thumb is to not post the same thing inside of 6 months. But if we're posting enough and posting constantly, we can get away with a 2 to 3 month span. So that is the long or short of it. We've covered all the things. So you'll take your captions that have been written and you'll find a corresponding video that goes with it. Because at the end of the day, the caption is the most important piece and they need to be in a particular order. So the next video is going to be about captions. They need to be in a particular order if you can help it. And generally, the captions are time sensitive, whereas the static image, the post, the video, that's not so much time sensitive. So you're able to kind of move that around and put it where you want. Let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully that helps.